Hi guys, very good morning. We are going to cover another very important test route for part 2. If you are going for a part 2 driving test, so this test route can be very much possible. So I will guide you all this test route. So test center is on our left hand side and we are turning right onto Waterloo Road. I uploaded few more test routes for part 2. If you're going for your test, better to have a very good practice on test routes. We need to be very careful coming out here. So we are on a Waterloo Road at the moment and we turn left onto Cheetham Hill Road. I will keep guiding you a little bit earlier, so if you are practicing, so you can practice with my video. This Cheetham Hill Road, this Waterloo Road is 30 miles per hour at the moment, and better to drive bang on the speed because you are not going for ordinary driving test. And try not to do 31. If you're going 31, you will get one minor easy, so you can figure out better to drive like 28, 29 and 30. Neither too slow nor on 31. You need to be very precise here. So we are turning left at these lights, and there is another junction between the traffic lights. So there is no problem. You can signal either in middle of the traffic light or either you are given signal just before the traffic lights. Makes no difference because you are not misleading anybody. But in an ordinary situation, if you are signaling left well before and there is any junction before the junction you are taking, then you can fail your test. But at this point it's not that one because these two lanes are too close into the traffic lights, so there is no one else to who you are misleading. At this point, this Cheetham Hill Road is going to be like in two and then it's going to be one after, so better to keep right hand lane. There's no issue. We are on a Cheetham Hill Road at the moment, which is 30 miles per hour. And we're going towards Middleton Road and we'll turn right onto Middleton Road. So road marking is very faint here, so one right lane is going right as you're going into the Tesco. So better to keep your car left hand lane. And soon we are turning right onto Middleton Road as we're going towards M60, or just following the sign for Barry. Because soon we are turning right, better to keep your car near the center white line so you can check center and the right mirror to come closer to the center and the white line, and then signal after this junction, mirrors, signal and come into your filter lane well in time before driver behind try to come. We are on a Middleton Road and we are on a very old road. We're turning right onto Middleton Road. My apology. center line is green, so I'm right to take the advantage of my filter light. So nearly 1 mile we're gonna go right, so carry on straight forward by keeping your car left hand lane. As we're going towards Middleton, Oldham or Rochdale. Whenever you stop your car, you will stop where you can see tire and the tarmac of car in front. But in my video you may see I'm too close because my camera is focusing more on the road. We are on a Middleton road which is 30 miles per hour, so you need to be strictly on 30. 28, 29, 30 no problem, but don't go 31. I can see cyclists coming on my left hand side, so I need to have about 1.5 meters away before I overtake him. And if you have not enough room to overtake the cyclist, you will hold behind. Because according to the new highway code, they are allowed to drive in the middle of the road. So you can give them a proper status of a road user. We're going straight again, so 2-lane going straight, use always left hand lane. You can use right hand lane as well if left hand lane is busy and right hand lane is clear, but you need to be very careful when you're coming back to the left hand lane when road is going to be one. So again I can see cyclists, so I'm going to check mirrors, signal right, overtake him, then I'm going to check him in the center mirror, left mirror, and then I will come back to the left hand lane. If you are quick enough, you can give signal left and right when you're overtaking. But if there is nobody benefiting with your indicator, you are right to check center in the left mirror or check center in the right mirror for overtaking, no issue. We are on a Middleton road and we are going to turn right from the big roundabout as we're going towards Oldham. Same cyclist again, I will hold behind unless I got the opportunity to overtake him. Then come back again. Oldham as we are going to join M60, so we know we're going right at the roundabout, so it is very good for me if I move over to the right hand lane very well in time. So I will move over to the right hand lane as soon as I got the chance. So I'm going to checking mirrors, signal right, and come back nicely right hand lane. This road will split into 3 again, so better to keep your car in middle lane because right lane will join back to the left lane again, so better to keep middle lane at this point where there's a big board of Sainsbury on your right hand side. You're right to keep your car in middle lane. I'm not going to overtake this slow moving vehicle because road is going to be joined into one. We are going right as we're going on to M60. So at this point, better to check center in the right mirror, signal right, keep your car far right hand lane, as closer to the curb as it is possible. You can following the truck. Brought it to the right, nobody coming, so I'm going to come here. Okay, this is very crucial point. When you're coming here, follow the line which is on your left hand side. If you're following this white line on your left hand side, then you will end up in a middle lane. So when you're ending up in middle lane here, you need to check center on the left mirror. Then you signal left and you're coming down. So my request will be keep far right hand lane here when you're coming down. And check very good left, because there can be any overtaking vehicle that side. Because those two lanes are going to be joined here. So you need to be very careful. I'm going to speed up here as we are going to join M60. So no need to change lane here because you are coming in this lane at the moment. And when you straighten yourself, check center in the right mirror and move over to the right hand lane. Overtake all these slow object vehicles. So check mirrors again and overtake him. And drive bang on 70 miles. No need to straddle lanes. Go 70 miles, overtake all these slow moving vehicles before you come back to the left hand lane. So I can see this truck is going like 50ish, so I am alright to overtake him. You can hold middle lane unless you overtake all these vehicles. There are few drivers, they straddle lanes, when they overtake one vehicle, they come back to the left lane, then they indicate right again, they come out again. So that's no good. No need to straddle lanes. Hold middle lane unless you overtake all these slow object vehicles. And be careful, you will not go more than your speed limit as well. So you need to hold 70 miles. You can use your cruise control as well. In fact, the examiner may also tell you to show me how to use cruise control. So I have overtook all those slow moving vehicles. I'm coming back to the left hand lane. So check mirrors, signal left and come back to the left lane. And bear one more thing in your mind. When you're changing lane, there are so many drivers, they slow down their vehicle. So don't need to slow down. Keep up the same speed and just move your lane. If you slow down, you're going to be too close to the driver behind. So it is important for you to hold your speed. So we are leaving motorway at junction 21. So we will not overtake any slow moving vehicle here because we are turning left soon. We are leaving motorway at junction 21 as we're going towards Chadderton. So I can see on top of the gantry, junction 21. And if you are with the navigation will tell you well in time that you're going right at the roundabout, or otherwise if examiner say go right at the roundabout, better to keep your car right hand lane from the beginning. So I can see there's a big hard white line on my right hand side. And we are going right at the roundabout. So what I will do, I will keep my car near this hard white line. And I will end up in the right hand lane here at the roundabout, turning right. And this is very important part for you. My request will be rewind this video twice and watch again what I'm saying here. So because we are turning right here and at the lights we'll turn right again. So no need to keep your car left hand lane. Going third exit here, so keep right hand lane. First exit, this is the second exit. When you're taking third exit, check mirror, signal left and end up on a right hand lane. Right hand lane. Then right hand lane will split into two lane again. So you will use middle lane at this point. So I will explain you again when traffic light goes green, when we're going closer to the traffic light. Although we can use two lane here, sometimes few examiners they also mention you move to the one lane right for me. Then obviously you will move over to the right hand lane. So turning right from this middle lane is a little bit difficult, so I'm going to explain you this first of all. I hope you understand how I took that roundabout. So if you don't understand, you can rewind video and watch what I said there. This is very important for you. This is where so many drivers, they fail their test. So as soon as you come third exit, keep right hand lane, and when you come here at the lights, you're turning right as you're going towards Manchester city centre, keep your car in middle lane. And when you're coming closer to the traffic light, don't forget to check center and the right mirror to signal right as well, because this lane is going back on M60 and towards Manchester city centre as well. If you are not signaling at this point, it means you are misleading other road users, then you can fail your driving test. This bit is very important to understand. There is one more thing I will explain you when traffic light goes green. So what we did, we turned right on the roundabout, third exit, and we end up on a right hand lane, and then right lane split into two. We keep our car in middle lane, and we're going to turn right at the lights. So when we turn right at these lights, that lane will split into 4 lanes. 2 more going back to the motorway and 2 going towards Manchester city centre. So we'll use far left lane. So because we are using far left lane, we need to go a little bit wider here. Otherwise, you have a chance to hold 2 lanes and you will fail your test very easily. So don't take it easy. Better to watch my video, rewind and watch again. So here we're going to turn right. So I'm going to keep my car away and turn right as soon as I see this big white arrow on the road, you can see, and then you turn right. If you're not taking this much wider turning, then traffic on your right hand side can be too close to you and you will fail your driving test. So we are on a Broadway at the moment, following the sign for Manchester city centre. This is 40 miles. About 700-800 yards we are turning right, so better to move over to the right hand lane well in time. So I will move over as soon as I got the time or opportunity. So better to leave your indicator on so driver behind can slow down for you. Sometimes people, when they're changing lane, they don't indicate, they just keep waiting for opportunity and they miss their opportunity sometimes. There are so many good drivers, as soon as you indicate a right, they will slow down to make room for you. So whenever you're changing lane, better to check mirrors, signal right and wait for opportunity, or wait for other road users to create opportunity for you. So we are turning right onto Hollingwood Avenue, which is still 40 miles, and you can see far ahead there are few cars parked on my left hand side. I will move over to the right hand lane very well in time, and speed change I can see 30 miles, so you need to be 30 miles, bang on 30 miles. So I'm not coming back to left lane because there are a few more parked cars right in front of me. So at the roundabout we are turning left. So I'm gonna check my mirrors, signal left to come back my left hand lane, and taking second exit on the roundabout. My apology, we are not turning left, we are taking second exit on the roundabout, which is just after the Gardner pub. This green gate roundabout is not easy to do as well, so I will fully guide you. When you're on a roundabout, you can see big white line on your left hand side, and there's a cycle lane as well. So as soon you're coming left, you need to have a very good look on your left hand side mirror signal, because there can be cyclists, so you need to be very careful when you're turning left here, taking second exit. So another roundabout is coming. So there are two options for examiner. Either he can take you straight on the roundabout, or either he can take you left at the roundabout. Test center is about 3 miles here. So what I'm thinking, I'm going to take you left side because there is little bit more things to explain you if examiner take you left. So we are going to turn left from this roundabout, taking first exit. Slow down to second gear, priority to the right. It is good for you to approach second gear on a roundabout. Either it's a mini roundabout or either a big roundabout. Don't try to go too fast on a roundabout. We are on a Moston lane, going towards Moston town center, and there's a sharp bend, you can see it, so keep following the bus. It is easy to follow this white line. If you are following any road, better to follow the white line. Check mirrors, overtake the bus. Gonna check mirrors, come back. You can signal as well when you're overtaking, but don't forget to cancel your indicator. I did not signal at that point because when I was overtaking bus, there was a junction on my right hand side and traffic behind could think I'm turning right. So in that scenario, you can just check mirrors and overtake, and check mirrors and come back. If there's no junction, it is good to signal on, and then when you overtook, then signal left and cancel straight away. So check center on the right mirror to overtake this parked vehicle and come back again by checking mirrors. This is 20 mile zone, so you need to be very careful here. You see, look on the road, it is written 20, and 20 zone end here as well. So we are going back on 30 miles again. We are still on a Moston lane, going through Moston town center towards Cheetham Hill as we're going back to the test center. So here you keep your car right hand lane because left lane will just go left. So when you're coming in this Moston town center, keep car right hand lane because left will go left only. So about 700-800 yards from this point, there will be big S down your left hand side. If you are coming on this particular test route, then most probably examiner will take you into that car park for ESTA car park, and you're gonna do bay parking. Either you're reversing left, reversing right, or either you are going forward in right or forward in left. So don't forget, when you're coming at this point, go into the ASDA and do very good practice for reversing left and reversing right, or going forward in and out. So you need to look on a pedestrian. There is somebody somebody waiting with the prom, but she is not a potential pedestrian, so I'm alright to carry on. So you're turning left here and going into the test, my apology, into the ASDA for bay parking. But I'm not taking you there, I'm going back to the test center. If you are practicing yourself while watching my video, you can go into this car park for bay parking practice. Bear in mind, whenever you're doing any maneuver, you will do in first go. You have no second chance. If you are correcting yourself, then examiner will not fail you for that, but he will mark you as a minor, and you are not allowed more than 6 minors. So you need to be very careful. If you don't know how to do these maneuvers and how many maneuvers are there, you can watch my tutorial videos. At this point, you need to drop to second gear because we're going about 14% down the hill. Bear in mind, don't do coasting when you're coming down the hill. If you don't know what is coasting, then you can watch my tutorial video. I explain in that. Keep going nice and easy in second gear. So at the end of the road, we are turning left as we're going on a Waterloo Street. Quite close junction, so you need to stop to look right hand side. If nobody coming, then you proceed. So we are on a Waterloo Street, Cheetham Hill, going back towards the test center. This test route is about 16 miles radius. And we have done almost nearly 15 miles, so one more mile to go before we finish our video. There are a few more things to explain you. This is all 20 mile zone, and keep very good eye on the road. We're gonna take next right here, so better to check mirrors, signal, and have a very good eye on this pedestrian crossing before you crossing it. 20 zone ends, 30 starts. This is 30 mile zone, so people they drive 20 because they miss that 30 mile sign. And soon after the traffic light, this goes 20 miles again, so you need to be very careful. We are on a crescent road at the moment, going towards the test center. So beyond this point, this is 20 again. Checking mirror before you're coming left hand lane here. No need to signal to come back because this junction. Stop just before the keep clear sign. is still 20 mile zone. Now you can see there is a sign on your left hand side, school zones ends. So we're gonna go left, and this is 30 miles now. So there is no more 20. So this is 30 miles. As soon as you turn left onto Green Hill Road is 30 miles. But you will do 30 only if road allows you to do so. Sometimes there are too many parked cars and too much activity going on, so there is no problem to drive like according to the speed, according to the situation of the road. Again, at these lights, examiner have two choices. Either he can take you straight through traffic lights back to the test center, or either he can take you left at these lights back to the test center. I'm going to take you straight, and if you practicing yourself, you can practice going left again and going straight as well. When you're too close to the traffic lights where you think you cannot stop, or you just cross the white line, you're alright to carry on, no need to stop at that point. That's known as a point of no return. If you don't know what point of no return means, you can watch one of my tutorial video. I explained in that. One can easily fail his test on point of no return. This is also one of the top 10 reasons to fail driving test. So better to understand what point of no return is. So you can see traffic light right in front of you, which is red at the moment. So we are turning left just before the lights as we're going back to the test center. So we are back on the test center, which is on your right hand side. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're going for part 2, have a very good practice, and I wish you a very good luck. Thank you very much for watching. If there's any question, you can leave me feedback. I will definitely answer your question.